So welcome back. We're here with Dylan Mall, lead dog trainer at Joint Forces Canine in Siloam Springs. And we've been talking all morning about the difference between ESAs and service animals and just how important they both are in their own right. Can you tell us a little bit, we're always so impressed when a dog is able to just signal that something's going on. Can you tell us, how do dogs know whether or not a medical event is happening?
Yeah, it depends what kind of medical event it is. For example, for like diabetes and seizures, the patient or the client will put off a scent, a pheromone for the dog to smell, and that's how they alert on those types of behaviors. And there's also cues where a lot of people who have PTSD or something might have a leg shake that the dog will place the head on to calm them down. So they'll pick up on physical cues as well.
Also, when it comes to service dogs, something that I'm always curious about is it a dog that they bring in themselves, that they bought themselves, or is it a dog that's provided for them?
It all depends. So what we do is if they have a dog, we'll test them out, see if it's a good candidate, like, hey, is this going to be an uphill battle, or is it going to be too much of a risk to be a service dog? If that's the case, we do help find service dogs at local shelters. We do a little finder's fee. We'll go out, test all the dogs, test about 100 dogs to find the best service dog for the client. And that's kind of how we go about that. But you could also find good service dog breeders if you want to kind of get the best chance of having the best dog.
Awesome. How has dog training really evolved over the last decades or so?
It's evolved quite a bit, especially from way back in the day. It was a lot really hard-handed training and all that. And now it's evolved and we learned a lot more about dogs, and dogs are adapting and evolving as well. Not as much on like the work end of line where we bred them for a lot of work ability. Now we're breeding them to kind of entwine in our lives or for service tasks. So they kind of entwining with us a little bit more.
Awesome. When it comes to the impact of when somebody approaches you, obviously they're in a spot where they need this animal. How have you seen their lives be changed after you return that animal with that training?
Yeah, that's a favorite thing about what I do. Helping the dog, but also helping the owner and getting that bond, but also just not just creating a good relationship and all that, but actually helping someone's medical needs.
Awesome. You just kind of touched on it, but what is the best part about this job of training service animals and ESAs and that kind of thing?
Well, one, I get to work with dogs every day, so that's pretty awesome. But I'm also helping people. And some people can get frustrated because they love their dog so much, but they just don't have the proper communication. And that's when we come in, we show them the proper communication, and then success starts happening.
Awesome. So for families who are thinking about boarding and training, why is right now a good time to start?
Right now is a good time to start. One, because we're about to launch a sale tomorrow. If you do a 4-week, which could get you an ESA, we're running $500 off, $250 for a 2-week. But right now, it's best time than any time. Get it started while you can. So.
Awesome. For people who may not really know if their disabilities qualify, or if they think that, oh, I don't know if I want to go as far as get a dog, what are some things to keep in mind when you're just thinking about starting this process?
Yeah, so I always vouch, if there's a medical equipment that will be more accurate than a dog, have that as well. It really just depends.
Awesome. All right.